Hello, and welcome to the Scott County Public Library Makeup Program. My name is Paula, and today I'm going to show you how to make a water candle. And if you choose, I'm also going to show you how to make your own floating wick. First, let's go over the list of supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need a mason jar, either large, small, they come in various sizes, or you can also use an empty candle jar, but you have to make sure you get the wax out of it. You're going to need oil, either olive oil or vegetable oil will work. You're going to need a tablespoon to measure out your oil. You're going to need fruit or whatever you want to infuse your candle with. You're also going to need a floating wick. Now you can order those, or if you choose you can make your own, and I'll go over the instructions for that when we're done with the candle. For a floating wick, to make one, you're going to need a bottle, either this size, and it's going to have the 5 bumps. There's some that come with just 3 bumps, but that's not going to work. You're going to need a wick of some sort. You can either order a wick, or I chose to make my own. I used cotton twine, and I just dipped it in melted wax, and that works. If your jar is small, you're going to need an empty candlelight container, and you're going to need a nail to poke a hole in that, and also to poke a hole in the bottom of your bottle. So, let's get started. Okay, so once you have your supplies together, it's time to make your candle. So you're going to take your jar and you're going to fill it up with whatever you decided to infuse it with. I've cut my fruit up already, so I'm going to start filling it up with oranges and lemons. And I have found that it's easier to get it tight if you put your jar sideways as you're filling the fruit down in there. The reason you want to make it tight is if you don't, once you put the water in your candle, your fruit will start floating to the top, and that's going to get in the way of your wick. You want to fill it up to about 2/3 to the top of the jar. Then once you've got your fruit in there, you're going to fill it with water. And you want to fill your water up to about 1/2 inch from the top. And give the water time to settle down in the crevices. And add just a little bit more. Then you're going to take your tablespoon and you're going to put either 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil, depending on the size of your jar. And you'll notice that the oil is going to separate from the water, so it's going to be on top. And now it's ready to make your wick. Okay, so now you have your candle made, it's time to fix your wick. So there's 2 ways you can do this. If you have a jar that has a bigger opening, you can use the bottle method. So you're going to cut off the last 1/4 inch of your bottle, and you're going to insert the nail into it. And because that is pretty heavy duty plastic, it will take a little pounding to get it through. And you'll insert your wick, and you're going to put it down with the bumps up. If you have a jar with a smaller lid, you're going to use a tea light candle. So you're going to take your empty container, and you're going to take your nail, and you're going to just make a hole in it. And because tea light candle containers are pretty soft metal, that'll go through pretty easily. You're going to take your wick, and you're going to insert it. You want about 1/2 inch to stick up at the top, and you don't want the bottom to go down too far. You don't want it to go into the water, so you may have to clip off a little bit. So once you've got your tea light candle wick ready, you're going to light it, and it'll burn down really quick at first, and once it gets down toward the middle, it will stay lit for quite a while. And there you have it. That's how you make a water candle and your own floating wick. I want to thank you for joining me. Be sure to check out Scott County Public Library website and our calendar for upcoming events.